Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609 from Fort Clark Springs, Texas, about 35 miles from the Texas-Mexico or USA-Mexico border. On a cool morning, old man Winter stuck his head up. Hey, Google, what's the temperature at Fort Clark Springs, Texas?
The temperature in Fort Clark Springs right now is 40 degrees.
With a high of 75 and bright sunshine all day. Is that a nice day? And then tomorrow it'll be a little cooler because we've got a norther come in, then it warms back up into the 70s and 80s. So old man spring is coming right along. And don't forget Sunday, you got to turn your clocks forward 1 hour. Nah, 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 nah. Don't forget, all you guys lose an hour of sleep. I don't know why they do it. Anyway, today's the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow. It is right now. And right now just went right on by. It is actually March the 10th, the 10th. You know what I mean? Already, March 10th, 2022, Thursday morning, I think. Did I get all that right? I just read it. Yeah, Thursday, March 10th. How about that? Nah, I got it right for a change. And what else? Yeah, the noon video, I'm going to do a video of some of the area here that I may have done it before, some of it, but I just show you kind of, I took a ride in my golf cart, my Yamaha actually, with the lithium ion batteries, which is really nice. It's just another, do I need it? No, but it's just a toy, and anyway, it's something to do. It adds a little flavor to the place. We're going to be traveling soon anyway. Where are we going? Probably New Mexico area again. Why? Because I'm familiar with that area, you know, and I know gasoline's going to be expensive, big deal. It's going to come down a little bit. I mean, it kind of peaked and then it dropped down. It's doing this, ding, 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 you know. But anyway, it's going to drop a little bit here. I think we'll get down to about, maybe $3.50 a gallon in New Mexico, in that range, maybe somewhat less, hopefully. But what else? Hey, Google. Hey, Google. Tell us a joke.
What do you get from a pampered cow? Spoiled milk.
That's a pretty weak cow there. Anyway, so I'll do a video about this place today. And what else? Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Butte, Montana? Well, she lost her voice. It's minus 16 with a high of 23. That's a pretty good turnaround. But anyway, having said that, moving right along to our first comment this morning will be Scotty Thompson, the mask bowler from Wisconsin. He says, cool video talk. Congratulations on 70,000 subscribers on YouTube, Rusty. Thank you, Scotty. I am surprised as you are, and thank all you guys that subscribe. I mean, you wonder why you're here, and I wonder why you're here. So we're on the same page. Scotty Thompson, cool comment called. Thank you, Scotty Thompson. I don't know what happened. I think a lot of it had something to do with that tiny home video that kind of got a lot of views, and some people subscribed thinking I was going to do some tiny home stuff every day. I don't. Anyway, Little Kittle, very good advice on the aging stuff. Unfortunately, I tend to be clumsy and fall often because I don't look down all the time when I walk. You make a wonderful teacher. Thanks. Yeah, the sad part about it, as we get older, I'm 76, I'm already older, we start to drag our feet, or some of us do. And when you do that, you know, and you hit a little curb about this high, down you go. So, you know, try to pick up your feet. But I've been walking for exercise for, 50 years, or been exercising on a regular basis for 50 plus years. And hopefully that's going to pay off here. We're going to see. The Mustang stamp, you know, the lady that fell, she ain't back. She hasn't come back home. She got caught up in the medical system, and I have a feeling, well, she's 92, I think. I don't think, you know, they sent her off to another hospital to do some stuff. She got caught in the system. I don't think she's going to come back. I don't know why. I don't mean to be negative about our medical, well, it's around the world. But anyway, enough said. The Mustang Stampede. Those were architectural dimensional asphalt singles. They look nicer than 3 tabs. Thank you. Very good. That was on the tiny home. This is Watch Goose on the tiny home. This is wafer board, whatever. This is on the aging thing about falls. Willard Denton, thank you, Rusty, for the info. Well, you're welcome. But yeah, the whole thing I was pointing out there in that video, number one, is to get all you older folks to concentrate a little more when you're walking. And also, if you have areas around your home where there's, trip and fall stuff, you like garden hose across the sidewalk and the rake laying down somewhere where you can trip, and stuff in your home that you can trip and fall that you've left laying on the floor too damn long. Make your home trip and fall safe. Now, for me in my Class C motorhome, there's not really enough space to fall. Okay, so I guess that's a semi-advantage. But anyway, my Venus Healer, as one on Medicare, I think I'm getting why my annual checkup, they always ask if I've had a recent fall. Yeah, because there's three little bones in your inner ear here, and that's in each ear, and that's where your balance comes from. And as you get older, those old bones are kind of worn out, and you kind of start to do all kind of crazy stuff. But anyway, it's natural. It's part of growing old. Don't get crazy. Barton Weaver, half of the people in this world can only dream of a house this nice. That's the tiny home. No, I agree, or probably 2/3. This is GK. Now, this is interesting. GK says Denver, Colorado, Costco, $3.39 a gallon. That's the cheapest gasoline I've heard of, and it surprises me. You sure you don't mean $3.89? But anyway, no, that's great. I hope that's true. Here's RV Living with the Geezer. Says, Rusty, thanks for leaving the link. Check his channel out on YouTube. He lives out around Fort Davis, Texas. Does some good stuff. It's a laid-back channel. Good old boy. Yeah. But anyway, he says, Rusty, thanks for leaving the link on the RV electrical system. Really good. Gas in Fort Davis, $4.18. Alpine, $4.49. I'm close to everything, so no problem. Yeah, that's amazing. See, that's almost a full dollar more than it is here in Brackettville. I think here in Brackettville it's $3.69. It went down yesterday instead of going up. Mike 1614 312. This house wrap is darn good insulation. Says this guy didn't have a clue what he's talking about, which makes him a YouTube expert. Everybody got after me for that house wrap not being insulation. If you wrap your house in plastic, to me that adds an insulative value. And I'm not backing off of that. So you're wrong, Mike. I hate to tell you. Bonnie Betts, hello from Colorado Springs again. Got your reply, and I'm now watching you. Thank you. I can hear you now. It says gas is $3.96 for regular. Pray it doesn't last long. See, now this person's Bonnie Betts from Colorado Springs. She says it's $3.96, and then this other person says it's $3.39 in Denver. I suspect there's a mistake there. Chilling with Malcolm on the tiny home. That with a shipping container on each side for extra rooms would be awesome. Why do you need so much space? What do you got, 12 kids? Rocky the Rock. Gas here in Carlsbad is $3.99. Was yesterday. Now today it is $4.08 for regular and $4.98 for diesel. Thank you, Rocky the Rock. That's good info because I'm going to be heading that way here in a month or so, or not to Carlsbad, but to New Mexico, and so I'll budget for $4.50 a gallon and see how that works. Anyway, Andy, this would be great for a guest house. I like it. Thank you. Keith Bronson on aging. Thanks for the info. That's why I wear a full face motorcycle helmet at all times. I've fallen twice with no problems. Way to go, Keith. Or you could wear your helmet from Melco, that concrete helmet I made up. Yeah. Michael Lundley says, how's the estate tax? You got to have a pretty large estate to have estate tax. Hey, Google, when does the estate tax begin? What income level or what level?
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
It says individuals with taxable income over 1 million. Hey Google, what is the estate tax?
According to Wikipedia, an inheritance tax is a tax paid by a person who inherits money or property of a person who has died, whereas an estate tax is a levy on the estate of a person who has died.
Hey Google, what is the estate tax in the United States?
According to Wikipedia, the estate tax in the United States is a federal tax on the transfer of the estate of a person who dies. The tax applies to property that is transferred by will or, if the person has no will, according to state laws of intestacy.
Hey Google, what percent is the estate tax? Very good.
40%. On the website americansfortaxfairness.org, they say, the vast majority of estates, 99.9%, do not pay federal estate taxes. While the top estate tax rate is 40%, the average tax rate paid is just 17%. To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home or
Okay,
Google
here you go.
Assistant
Shut
app.
up. Hey Google. The estate tax is only paid on assets greater than 5.3 million per individual or 10.6 million per couple. Okay, so if you have 5.3 million in assets or less, don't worry about it. Okay, I mean, enough said. Moving along. Kevin Arnold, Rusty, you're a good man. I enjoy your videos. Thank you very much. James Sams, hello, Goat Man. I like to watch the news. I do me. Here in the United States, we are very blessed to have freedom of speech. We do have freedom of speech. And I'm very thankful to have gotten to serve in the U.S. military branch of my choosing. Well, that's great. Yeah, well, I got drafted. That's different. Ken Richter, 100 years ago, Sears was selling houses delivered and set up. Good idea then and now. I agree. Let me do the goat. Give you a goat kiss. Somebody said the magic. There's the old one-eared goat. But be that as stinking goat. D. Anderson, my ma fell the other day. Watch out for electric cards in addition to other things people have mentioned here. No, this was a really good exercise for some of us older people because if you read the comments, you're going to find out that a lot of people have had falls. It's a very natural thing to have happen, but they can be avoided. You have to be careful with, like mats, on the floors and and stuff, because if you're dragging your feet, you're going to catch them and fall. And just take your time. And if you're outside walking, be careful. That's all I can say. And if you need one of those walkers, don't be too damn proud to get one. I guarantee you, when I get to the point where I'm stumbling around like a drunk and I'm sober, then I'll have one. And I'll have one with disc brakes and power steering and all that stuff if I can get it. This is proprietary Carrez or something. I can't take stick-built homes seriously. I can't either. Anyway, PDB Long on the dental crown. Okay, that's right. I forgot I was crowned. Just walk across the border to Ciudad Acuna next time. Crowns cost around $300. Well, I'd rather get it done in the U.S. Why? Because if I need any future work, I've got a dentist to go to. Yeah, I'm not trying to save money on my health. No. But I mean, you're right, though. That's a good point. A lot of people do that. D. Anderson, the tough shed is a good deal. Go look at the cost of lumber and the hours you would put into building it. No, I'm telling you that pre-built stuff is great, man. Why? Because they've already got it pre-cut. They just stick it together. Anyway, KD, super cool on the tiny home. Raccoon Little Bear on getting older and falls. Says that's good that you were there to help her, Rusty. Good advice on being careful too. Thanks for the heads up. No pun intended. No, man, let me tell you, that really gave me a wake-up call. Because you know me. I mean, I go to everywhere in the United States or Western U.S. and I go out walking by myself. No cell phone, no nothing. See, and don't worry, I got a plan. I got a plan, and I'll as soon as I get it, I've already ordered it, and as soon as I get it and I'm satisfied that it works reasonably well, I'll let you know, and I'm gonna try to get y'all a discount on this thing if I can. I've already called them; they're supposed to call me back. Ascension, get a property and get one of these. You can add on to it over time. This is such an awesome idea, and especially if you're a jack of all trades like myself. I really want to live off grid at some point and in nature, and honestly, you could start with this and just keep adding on. It says off grid, you don't have to worry about codes and inspections and all that crap. Yeah, you got it, Ascension. You're on the right track, dude, so good luck to you. Debbie DeVoe, this is great. Home Depot needs to give you a cut. You know, it's funny, that video's done, I don't know, it's probably sold 100 homes, and no, they wouldn't dare. They wouldn't dare. It's the same way with, what do they call them, Anderson storage buildings. They never, or I contacted them, and they said they'd call me back, and they never did. Anyway, thank you, Debbie. She also says, a nice carpet, fluffy, I adore it. Yeah. She's got a lot of questions. We'll call, all I can tell you is she says, thank you for posting this. If you have any questions, though, call Home Depot. They're the one that built it. I just did a video. Valerie Chaffins, over 8,000 comments and 6.6 million views. Good grief, Rusty, that's amazing. Tiny home video is a golden egg. Yeah, every now and then, you get one of those. Not often. I think I've had maybe 3 or 4, but that's what makes it go. Every now and then you get a little, you get one that works. And why? Who knows? I mean, that was just a random video, Valerie Chaffins, oh, I read it. Thank you, Valerie. K-Bob Hope, we were born falling. That's right, and we go back to it too. In fact, there's a lot of commonalities between the early age stages of our life and the ending stages. We're born drooling, falling, and pooping on ourselves, and pooping and peeing on ourselves, and we go out the same way if we live long enough. K-Bob Hope says, we were born falling. Think of how many times we have all fallen as toddlers. We need to figure out how we can fall safely again. When we older people fall, we can seriously hurt ourselves. We don't bounce as well. No, you're right. And the sad part about it is, our reflexes are slow. You know what I mean? This communication from here to wherever. And so when you start falling when you're younger, you put your hands out, and break the fall. This lady, when she fell, nothing. I mean, she hit, babe. Louis Paparilla, because her hands probably never moved. I don't think she had a mark on her hands. Anyway, Louis Paparilla, good job, Dr. Rusty. Don't be surprised if a casserole shows up at your door. One of the advantages of a long life is diminished balance. Another is life challenges. You do me. I'm going to, I hear you. I do me. I'm going to be careful, extra careful. Peace out there, people. Plus, I'm 6'5" tall. It's a long way down. Lots of time to think. Yeah, you got it. You just hit that much harder, that's all. John Jackson, we'll do a few more here. John Jackson, yep, Rusty, you need to make sure you have at least your phone with you at all times in case it happens to you and you are immobile after the fall. Don't worry, guys, I got a plan. Old Rusty's working on something right now. We should have it finalized next Thursday, or a week from now, hopefully. I'm doing my nose. This will be the picture for the video. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Yeah, I do. I take my cell phone with me all the time, that's for sure. Jeff Thompson, how many square feet? I don't remember how many square feet it was. I said it in the video, so check it out. John C., rugs, get rid of the rugs, nothing but trip hazards, be safe, peace. No, you're right. Yeah, rugs are not good, and anything laying on the floor, that's a decorative item that's shorter than you are, be careful. Windy City, I'm 68, just moved to Indiana last November and was working on my house when I fell sideways off the ladder. Oh, God. Broke my tibia and heel, had surgery, was casted, then booted, then learned to walk with a cane. I'm still in therapy, but what I learned was you have to have a plan. Have a file of life on the fridge, how you know your nearest hospital for the ambulance driver, and have a number to call someone. No, I agree. It says my accident was a life-changing, but thank goodness not life-ending. No, and I don't get on ladders. Rusty does not do ladders at all. And I don't even climb up on top of my RV anymore. Why? Well, you're one fall away, man, from getting in the medical system. And once you're in the deal, they took this lady to the hospital, I think in Uvalde. They shot her up with morphine. She kind of went into, you get kind of in a stupor. It's not a drug that you take every day. She didn't take any medications. So anyway, I'll do a couple more here. This is on the tiny home. This person's name is Godfather. That's catchy. Bought this in college when my GF at the time became pregnant, girlfriend, with our first twins. It came in handy. Plus, it was made cozy by a guy named Randy. Well, good for you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Two more and we're done. Pamela Chandler, glad you took time to check on the noise so you could help her. Great human you are, Rusty. Wonderful info you gave. But yeah, I just happened to hear her. She was just lucky because I was inside my RV and she's probably 50 yards or 75 yards away behind her car, you know, on the other side. And I just managed to hear it. And I had the doors and windows closed because it was a cool day. And I heard, it was just a strange noise. And I was curious enough to go out and check it. And sure enough, I found her. Anyway, Texas lady, video came up today, so I watched it again. Thumbs up back in November. That's on the tiny home. But anyway, guys, yeah, be careful out there, you know, all you older guys like me. And yeah, thumbs up. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you a penny. You just click on the link in the description of the video, go to Amazon and buy whatever you want. And then, yeah. And if you're going to buy something from Amazon anyway, you know, use it if you're, you know, but if you don't need to use, if you don't feel like using it, don't. How about that? Can't get it out here. But anyway, drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you will not want to eat so much as in snack. And the only way to lose weight and keep it off, and you know it and I know it, is what? Eat less. That's it. Ain't no more tricks. Anyway, get a smaller plate. That'll help. And then what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep. Hold it for a few seconds and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? You know it is. Do it. And then what else? Stretch your fingers too, because all of you people that are trying to avoid arthritis in your hands, this really helps. So stretch, swivel, walk, pedal, exercise your body once or twice a day, every single day. Why? Because you'll feel better immediately and you may live longer, healthier because of that one thing. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. This is your head, your brain, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. All those little neurons in there are forming neural links, which is every single thought you have. So, common sense says add good ingredients. How about that one? Don't watch the news. Do not watch the news. It's the same old crap. We go from one catastrophe to another, to another, to another. When are we going to catch on? Huh? It's all bullshit. Anyway, enough said. You do you, I do me. If you want to watch the news, that's your choice. And then what else? Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on, adios, bye-bye. Vaya con Dios, aloha, until the next video, which will be at noon. It'll be something about the fort I was driving around in a golf cart. Anyway, guys, adios, amigos. Bye-bye.